You just know. And it kills television. And writers' rooms think that they're perfect. They perfect scripts and they ruin TV shows in the process. That's what I think happens.
Do you think I find the dialogue? I was watching a show on Showtime recently, and the dialogue was very snappy, patterish.
Yes.
Seems like nobody talks real on television. There's no organic dialogue and no organic speech patterns. It's all fucking. It's all clipped TV talk.
Yeah, it is, and it's arrogant because what it is, it's a lot of I'm being an asshole here, but there's a lot of collegiate TV writers who don't.
You're right.
Who just want people to sound a certain way and who don't want the audience to weigh in and they don't want to let moments linger and but there's a way that unfunny people make funny that they're like, I'm in a comedy right now. I'm in a comedy right now. That's what I always want people to say in sitcoms. Neil Patrick Harris and that I'm a smarmy character. Yeah, you better watch what I say because it's he just everything he's saying is dripping with this fake comedy thing. He wins these Emmys for comedy. He's completely unfunny. I don't. That's my opinion of his work. I have no idea. He might be the greatest guy in the world. I don't care. But there's a lot of comedy that's worked. That's just like we're doing this. Like I remember on Lucky Louie once we changed dialogue on the set. Me and Pamela rewrote something that came to the floor, which was certainly my prerogative. It was my show.
Yeah.
And one of the writers took offense that we changed something, and I'm like, what's your problem? And he said, we worked hard on that dialogue. We vetted it. The writing staff vetted the dialogue.
He actually said that?
Yes. And so it was disrespectful for you to throw it away. To me, the idea of vetting, you know what vetting means?
Yeah, but not in the writing sense.
Well, vetting, like if you vet...
By the way, honest, I would have said, what does that mean? But I wanted to just...
Yeah, no, I knew
what I was talking about.
I looked it up after he said this to me. The only time I ever heard vetting was in the political context, when they pick a VP or something, they vet him, and it was they analyze, find everything out they can about him, and then they scrutinize. So when you vet dialogue, it's the same thing. You look at a page of dialogue and you analyze every line. Is this giving us all the information we need? Is this upping the stakes? Is this giving the character a motive? Yes, and we all approve as a Congress of a writing staff, and we send it to the floor. And this fucking asshole career funny man who gave us all this job had the balls to just put his own feeling into it about what he thought it should sound like. It's just... But that's what... a lot of TV writers are like. They think that there's this science to it it's not even a science. It's just a bullshit craft. And Americans are forced to watch this shit over and over again.
Keith Robinson, who is a comic from the cellar, had a great way of putting it. We were talking about guys that aren't funny, and a lot of them, some writers are funny guys and some aren't. Mm-hmm. But he was talking about front of the bus and back of the bus guys, and not in a tough guy sense, but in a goofball. If you're in the back of the bus, you're talking shit, you're being an asshole.
Yes.
And so a lot of those writers, they're front of the bus guys. And a lot of, not all, but a lot of the alt comics, and some of them are actually very funny, but the ones that aren't are those people in the front of the bus where they try to find a formula to be funny, but they're not organically funny people. There's nothing funny about a lot of those writers when you talk to them.
It's funny because a lot of alt comics would say the opposite. They would think of themselves as the back of the bus, and they would think of well-formed and well-trained and solid comedians like Keith as the front of the bus guy. That's funny to me. I would put Keith in the back of the bus because he's black.
And now
Keith is, by the way, one of my favorite comics.
Oh, is he a funny fucking dude?
Severely underrated.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, he has a new bit, and it's funny.
And here's why he's underrated, because he's fucking lazy and he won't do certain things.
No, because he won't put himself out there.
But as a guy, too, Keith is sickeningly funny. He's an abusively funny fucking dude. He's like sit on the corner and make people laugh.
No, he's great. He's great. No, and with Lucky Louie, the idea was putting just performers on a stage and getting them to do stuff. That's why the writing vetting and perfectioning is part of what made the show have a mixed message. I mean, in some ways I don't blame people for not having liked it, because we didn't do it completely the way I wanted to. We did it about 60% of what I wanted, and the rest of it I trusted other people, and I don't blame them. Those writers did what they were trained to do. And they probably are succeeding at it in other shows. They were all very talented. I had a great writing staff. It just wasn't a writing staff show. I would never write with a staff again. When you
write now, because again, you have an interesting way of thinking and doing things. Do you start like, all right, I want my story to be this. and I'm going to finish here, or do you just kind of throw out a bunch of different ideas and say I'm going to put these together somehow at the end?
Every episode is different in that sense. Some of them I know, like I have a flash of an idea and it's a whole episode. Like I did this episode about religion, and I knew that would be a whole episode. I wanted to tell this entire story of this kid, and that I let be me, just to give it a context that meant anything. Being so scared of Catholicism and being sympathetic to Jesus and wanting to help him instead of just letting him hang there. That to me was such a fascinating story, and then bringing my mom into it and all that stuff. I knew that was going to be a whole episode, and I knew it by the time I almost thought the whole episode out in one thought, and then I just sat down and wrote it. There are other things where I do one bit that's just a shred, like I want to see this happen, and then other shreds come together and it ends up making a whole show. It depends. Other things start with one moment, like the bully episode that I did where this high school bully picks on me, and that episode, sometimes this happens. That story told itself to me instead of me telling the story. Sometimes you know what I mean, when you follow your imagination down a road and you don't even think you're in control of it.
Yeah.
I had the one moment in my head, which is I'm on a date and I get picked on by a kid, and I realize I can't. This is real life. I can't fight him. I'm over 40. I'm not going to fight him, and I'll say whatever it takes to get him away from me. That's the safe road. Why wouldn't I do? I'm not in a mood. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
But there's a girl with me, and I was trying to have sex with her. So I just told myself that moment, I said, so what happens? And then first step was her complete humiliation of me and saying, you just turned me off completely. And then I thought, but what would I do? Would I follow the kid home and beat the shit out of him? Would I get revenge on the kid? And then I just told myself, I want to follow him all the way home. I want to follow him. I want the audience to be like, what's he doing? This is crazy. And I didn't know where it was going. And the story just took me to, there's his house. I walk up, who would I meet? Well, he's a kid. I'd meet his parents. What would I say to them? I'd tell on them. That's what adults do when other kids have a problem with somebody's kids. What would they do? Beat the shit out of them. How would I react? I'd say, hey, cut it out. You shouldn't hit kids. That's why he's like this. And I was telling this story to Pamela, who is a consultant producer on my show. Pamela Adlon, that played, I'm just saying it for them.
Sure.
Played Kim on 𝐂𝐊'𝐬, my wife. I was telling her this story. I was hatching it in front of her. And I said, so I'm yelling at the father and saying, you shouldn't hit your kid, and that's why he's like this. And then she says, and then the wife, the mom goes, get out of here, you fucking queer. Like she did this funny voice, and she said, then the mother starts slapping you. And I fucking howled laughing. She finished that for me. And so we went out and cast a woman with that voice, and we did the whole thing. It was great. So sometimes it's like that. It's all of a piece, and it starts with one little, I want to see this moment. And rather than set up like, have a phone call, I call the girl up, I start a date, I go, who are these kids? Why are they like this? Here's the moment. Sometimes it looks totally different than other episodes. Like I like the show to feel different almost visually every episode. The music's different depending on what we feel like showing.
What do you do when you have a thought that you want to articulate? Like there's been things I'm writing that I can't, like I know what I want it to be, but I fucking sit down, I just can't articulate a certain piece.
That's really hard.
It's frustrating.
Yes, I have 1,000 great ideas that I've thought, I've gotten flush in the face with excitement. This is going to be so good. And I write down the note, write this idea. And then when I sit down, okay, I'm going to write. And I start interior bedroom day, and it won't come out of me. Like I can't make it happen.
What do you just go back to it? Like I'll write something down.
Sometimes
go back to it.
I keep it on a card, and I go, I know there's something valuable there, and I couldn't sit down and write it. Once I started making the scene, there's a few ways I've approached that moment. Some of them, you get this sick feeling in your stomach, like I can't write this, or you start writing and it sounds fake, and you stop. I can't do something I don't enjoy. That's why I can only do a show like this. If I was working on a show where I'm kind of like rolling my eyes and plowing through it, I would kill myself. And that's not a good thing. I think a responsible human being does things, grits their teeth, and does stuff.
Right.
But if I'm writing a bit that's not inspired and that I'm not driven to write, that's not flowing out of me, I just stare at the page for a while. Sometimes I'll start writing bad dialogue and then let it catch up to itself and get better.
Right.
Sometimes just having it written out, I'm like, good, I have it. It's not good, but it exists. And I could go back and fix it.
Because it's easier to go back and edit something or fix something than it is to actually just conceptualize something.
I don't know that that's true. I don't know that that's true. Really? I think sometimes when you write stuff, it has a tendency to gel, to harden, so that you can't fix it again.
See, I like to edit because I have an emotion when I write anything. It's like it has to just kind of come out there, and then I can go back and fix it. But it's hard to recapture the emotion or the excitement sometimes.
It is. That's a huge part of what we do. And a lot of times, like with stand-up, if a bit killed, most bits that really kill because of the feeling you put behind them, because of the way you're being, because you're animated by the thought, not by the perfect.
Yeah, I was in jail because, well, it started because I borrowed a friend's car and the horn was broken.
Right.
And it wasn't that the horn didn't honk. The problem was that it would honk whenever. It was a nightmare. I'm just driving around, beep, 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 and I'm honking at everybody for no reason. And you can't even really apologize because what is, beep, sorry, I know. Beep, beep, I know it's weird, I don't know. And finally, I decided after a while of this, I'm not going to be a victim. I'm not going to just sit here, and I'm going to at least be part of it, I want to try to enjoy it. So one time I'm sitting at a red light behind this guy, and nothing's going on. And out of nowhere, the horn goes, beep, 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 beep. The guy looks back at me, and I go, what are you doing? That's a red light. Let's go. What are you, an idiot? Then I'm just driving down a quiet street, beep, beep. Hey, lady, walking, you suck. So anyway, I ended up in jail because the police don't like when you honk at them for no reason.
Right.
I like doing that. Whenever I see a cop, I like to drive behind policemen and just start following them around the city, and just once in a while just honk at them and go beep, 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 beep. And when they look back, you just wave, go, hey, the cops, yeah, woo, beep, beep, yeah, I love the cops, beep, woo, piggy. Anyway, so actually, the truth is I was in jail because I was speeding, and I got pulled over, and I don't have a driver's license.
Well, Louis.
I never got one.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the place to get, and there was like a line, and,
You need a driver's license.
I kind of like the fact that every time I get pulled over, even if it's for a broken headlight, they have to take me to jail. So I don't have to kiss the guy's ass. I get to say anything I want, really, because, what's he going to take me to extra jail?
Right.
The guy's like, do you know how fast you're going? I don't know, like 1 million? Hey, you fat pig. So I had to go to jail, and I had to be strip searched. I'd never been through that before. So I was staying naked in front of this policeman.
Right.
And he says, lift. And I was like, lift what? And he says, lift your testicles. And I was like, well, can I use my hands? Or do you just want me to go, rise, testicles! Rise on my command!
Get angry. Everybody hates gay people. I never understood anger towards gay people because a person being gay doesn't affect your life. So it's weird to me that people just they're in their homes going, oh, people are gay. Damn it. What do you care? I can understand hating gay people if, say, you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other right on the grass. And you're like, oh, I gotta cut around you faggots every Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. Or say you're eating your breakfast in the morning and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks right in front of you. Hey, come on! I gotta get to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon.
I'm watching TV, and Tosh is making me laugh, so I wrote a tweet just saying, your show makes me laugh. And then I put it down, and then like 2 days later, I come home and I read these like bloggers and like Hollywood reporters, Louis C.K. defends Daniel Tosh amid rape joke controversy. I had no idea. He got in trouble for making some jokes about rape, and I didn't know about it. And so I'm a defender of rape. That's what everybody says now. And I've read all this stuff like, shame on you, Louis C.K., and I'll never watch your show. You're a rape apologist. I've been called a rape apologist because I said hi to a guy. Because I said, hey, nice show to a guy who everybody was mad at. So
you really get, here's, the lesson here. Never go to Vermont.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerously...
It's a dangerous place.
But here's the thing. This is like a fight between comedians and feminists, which are natural enemies, the biggest, easily... Because, stereotypically speaking, feminists can't take a joke. And stereotypically speaking, and comedians... See? And comedians... And on the other side,
I'm going to have a chopper for you to send you back to Vermont right after the show.
On the other side, comedians can't take criticism. Comedians are big pussies.
Yeah.
And they can't, so to one side you say, if you don't like the jokes, stay out of the comedy clubs. To the other side you say, if you don't like the criticism, stop Googling yourself every 10 seconds. Just nobody's making you read it. It's positive. To me, it's all dialogue is positive. Now, a lot of people don't feel that way. For me, any joke about anything bad is great. That's how I feel. Any joke about rape, Holocaust, the Mets, whatever. Any joke about something bad is a positive
thing. Have now crossed the line, mister.
But now, I've read some blogs during this whole thing that have made me enlightened to things I didn't know. This woman said how rape is something that polices women's lives, that they have a narrow corridor. They can't go out late, they can't go to certain neighborhoods, they can't dress a certain way, because they might get... Now, that's part of me now that it wasn't before, and I can still enjoy a good rape joke, so I have both of them. But here's the last thing.
I don't like the way that you evolve as a person.
No, it's not. But
I don't like the way that you've come up with a way to grow as an individual.
No, it's not fair. It's not
Be the person that I knew 20 years ago.
I will. But here's the last thing I want to say about it. This is also about men and women, because a lot of people are trading blogs and things about this on the with each other. Couples are fighting about Daniel Tosh and rape jokes.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've been reading in blogs. But they're both making a classic gender mistake, because the women are saying, here's how I feel about this. But they're also saying, my feelings should be everyone's primary concern. Now, the men are making this mistake. They're saying, your feelings don't matter, your feelings are wrong, and your feelings are stupid. If you've ever lived with a woman, you can't step in worse than that, than to tell a woman that her feelings don't matter. So to the men I say, listen to what the women are saying about this. To the women I say, now that we heard you, shut the up for a minute. And let's all get back together and kill the Jews. That's all I have to say about
it. Send your complaints to Brian Williams, care of NBC. Louis C.K. airs on FX Thursday nights at 10:30.
I really hate penises. That's really my problem with being gay. That's why I'm not gay. Men are fine. I'd like to have a boyfriend. That would be nice. I would. Every time I hear somebody say my boyfriend, I'm always like, I want a boyfriend. Why can't I have a boyfriend? I'd like to have a big, tall boyfriend. That's my boyfriend. I'm mad at my boyfriend. I get to wear his jacket. It's all big on me. I'm like, it's my boyfriend's jacket. I feel safe. I know I would like it. I would like to have a big dude in my life. Comes up behind me like this. I'm like, hi. Like, I know that would be nice. But in order to get all those parts, you have to have a fucking cock shoved up your asshole, like a hard dick ramming in your ass. Ah! Oh, fuck! Oh! I just wanted to wear your jacket.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button for more content.
I heard that ducks have one hole. I don't know if you know that, but ducks have one hole. And they pee out of it, and they shit out of it, they get in it, and they lay eggs out of it. That has got to be one smelly, dirty hole. That hole has got to be a pretty awful place. I feel a little bad for the man duck because ducks are monogamous. I don't know if you know that, but ducks stay in their relationships forever. And by the time that duck gets to be 48, her husband must be like, dude, that shit sucks. I hate it. And then he goes and a swan or something. His wife's like, why are you swan for? She's got an asshole. That's why. She's got an asshole. Okay? I got a green head. I don't know what that means. Just somehow they got green heads. They deserve more. Speaking of animal-type humor that's not totally finished, I have this joke, like, animals talking to each other type joke, that I don't know how to finish it. I know what's funny about it, but I don't know how to finish it. Basically, it's about a lion who goes up to a giraffe, and he says, hey, man, did you see that dude? And the giraffe's like, what dude? And he goes, he's that dude. He lives by the river in a hut. And the giraffe goes, what does he look like? And the lion goes, he looks like this. And the giraffe's like, well, I know a dude that lives by the river, but he doesn't look like that. He goes, no, that's what he looks like. Ah! The giraffe says, I know a guy, but he looks like this. See, the lion just thinks that people look like that. The lion doesn't get that he makes a person look like that by scaring the shit out of him. He just thinks that, hey, that's that dude that's always going, ah! That's what he's like. I was on an airplane and there was a Hasidic Jewish man trying to put an enormous bag under the seat. It doesn't matter that he was Hasidic, but it's a detail. It's detail. When you try to put enormous bags under seats, folks notice the kind of person you are. They make note. They say some Chinese guy, whatever you are, they're going to describe you. They're not just going to say, a man put a little giant thing under a seat. What kind of man? It's not important. Just a fellow. No, this guy. Trying to shove this thing under the seat. No one can leave because he's not going to not do it. And the flight attendant was a guy, and I'm not going to say he was gay because that's not important. It doesn't enter into the story. I'm going to call the Jewish guy a Jewish guy, and I'm going to call the gay guy just some guy. How do you like that? Isn't that unfair? I'm not going to identify him as gay because I don't want to discredit them. Actually, he didn't do anything wrong. So, boy, what a disaster this is right now. Jewish guy trying to put the thing under the seat, and the guy's going, sir, it's not going to fit. He was only slightly gay, like that. He wasn't like, sir, it's not going to fit. Ah! No, he just said, sir, it's not going to fit. It's going to fit. I know it's going to fit. It's going to fit. I'm telling you, Moses. Okay, here's the thing. I have 2 children, and the thing that scares me the most is that they disappear. Nothing that scares me more than them disappearing. That's every parent's worst fear. Now, why do kids disappear sometimes? I think it's because somebody took them and had sex with them, and once you have sex with a kid, you got to toss them because people hate folks who have sex with kids more than pretty much anything. If you murder somebody, folks will find you a reason. You were upset. You were dehydrated, whatever. So here's the thing. So if you have sex with a kid, you got to chuck him out because if the kid tells anybody, you're screwed. So I can't help thinking that if we could take down a few notches the hatred for kid having sex people, at least you get the kid back. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that the guy could just call you, hey, I just kid, you want me to bring him to soccer or drop him at your house? Does he have any nut allergies? Because he just ate some cashew butter. I know, listen to me. I know that's hard to hear. But it's true. It's true that if we minded child molesting less kids would die. That's true. Now, I don't know what to do with that information. I don't have a way to apply that to anything that's helpful. There is some sense that when you're out there looking for somebody, you're trying to spread your seed. Really, guys would like all women to just lay on the ground with their legs open, and we could just spray like a mist. Just mists of cum that then trickle down. But I'm not one of those guys who could just walk up to women and start talking to them. Like, there's guys, there's a lot of sinewy black guys that wear puka beads. Not hard brothers from the hood. With a suede vest with nothing else on. Suede vest, both nipples showing. Good stomach, puka bead necklace. You know, like those bracelets that are like just leather. And I'm getting a little hard just picturing this guy. This guy's sexy. This guy gets laid. You know when somebody sees a hot woman, there's that thing we just call a hot woman. Like, there's a lot of guys who say, how do I talk to the hot girls? Why do you want to talk to a hot girl? Why would you want to talk to somebody with a drink and going, Why would you want to have that conversation? You own a landscaping business. You're incredible. You're an amazing human being. You started a landscaping business from nothing. Her, man. Go find a woman, an old, kind of your age, late 30s, Jewish girl, smokes, and gives tough hand jobs. You know, I love Jewish girls because they just go, come on, and they're awesome. I'm gonna suck it, all right? You ready? Totally, suck it, you dirty Jew. I love you. The hardest thing about having kids is just the days that you spend with them. That's really the hardest part. It's just every day that you have them is the hardest part of having kids. It's just every day. It's getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which, first of all, I'm not that guy. 6 o'clock in the morning. I have blown off entire careers because of one day I didn't want to get out of bed. Like, I'll just not be that then. I have to, first of all, I got to get them dressed. That's number one, because that's the one that people will notice. That's the only one. If that's the only one that I get done, I'll be okay. Because I can't, if I show up with two naked kids, I'll go to jail. So I have to, but I can not feed them. They're fine. I ate. They're just a little tired. It's fine. And then I got to get them to school, which means walking. The older one goes to kindergarten. It's third grade. Jesus Christ. I just said kindergarten. She's in third grade. You know what's even worse? She's not. She's in second grade.
I was going to talk about Boston, and here's the thing. They have this whole gay marriage thing in Massachusetts, and they're fighting it in the courts, and I don't understand the argument against it legally. Like, I know what their problem is, but how do they argue it in court? You know, like, I can imagine when they get to the Supreme Court and the lawyers for the gay side are like, well, Your Honor, we pay taxes. There's nothing illegal about what we do. We're the same as anyone else. Why shouldn't we get the same protection under the law that heterosexuals get?
And then they ask the other lawyer, and he says, Your Honor, they fucking quit! They fucking quit! That's it, isn't it? Isn't that the whole... Well, okay, counselor, but I don't see what that has to... What, you fucking faggot? Your Honor, you're gonna get a fucking beating. Faggot! Isn't that the whole argument? Or that argument that the soccer moms, I don't want to, how am I going to explain that to my kid? I don't like explaining things to my kid. I don't like talking to him. So you should stop your whole lifestyle. So that I don't have to talk to my kid, you should stop being in love with each other, because, how am I going to, you know what, fuck you, stop it. It's weird. But, fuck, what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, like, I don't know. I never understood anger towards gay people because it doesn't affect it's actually the one thing that people can do, sex, that doesn't affect you at all. Nobody's being gay at you. Like you walk in a room full of gay people and, oh, Jesus! Oh, gay! I mean, where do you come in? That you've got a good... Like, I can understand if you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other on the grass, like in the middle of your lawn, you're like, come on, you faggots! I gotta cut around you every morning, it's bullshit! Fucking lawn is all uneven. Or if you're eating your breakfast and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks in front of your... Hey, come on! I gotta go to work! I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. Outrageous behavior. Jesus didn't die on a cross so you could touch your dicks together in front of my cereal spoon. I'm sure that's not why. I mean, I wasn't there, but I assume that's not why. Couldn't possibly have been on his list. Anyway. Is that even a gay act, the touching of the two penises? I think that's what I pictured when I was a kid. That's what sex is between guys is just... It's very formal, just... Thank you. Well done. Well played. Right on target. I don't think that's even gay. That's just friendly. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Let's see it. How you doing? Tip of your dick feels nice against the tip of my dick. I know, right?
I really think that white people are from like another planet. Because when we came to America, it was so nice. It was just Indians. And they weren't even Indians. We called them that by accident. And we still call them that. Like we knew in a month that it wasn't Indians, but we just don't give a shit. We came here, they're like, hi. And we're like, hey, you're Indians, right? And they're like, no. No, this is India, right? No, it's not. It's totally other place. You're not Indians? No. Ah, you're Indians. You're Indians for hundreds of years after. We ruined everything here. This was it was just coast to coast, just green and brown and beautiful. And all the humans were just walking around with painted faces, just walking. And they'd be like, ooh, that looks yummy. And then they just eat from the ground. And then they'd sleep on the grass. And they'd wake up and they'd fuck. And then they'd go for a swim and do a little dance. That was the whole continent, was just folks doing that. I mean, there was people in Mexico cutting off kids' heads and rolling them down the pyramid stairs. But that's always going on. What are you gonna, you can't do a whole lot about that.
I'm curious about God. I'm curious about his life. I'm curious about God's existence. What's that like to be God? You know, we don't know anything about him. I think one reason people don't believe in him because we don't have a sense of God, because it doesn't say anything anymore. He used to talk all the time. He used to go up to people on the street. Hey, tell everybody does that. Writing on the rocks. Look at that! Do it! And it was confused. Everybody's like, oh, okay, trying to figure it out. And then for 2,000 years, he just, nothing, says nothing. And everybody's fighting. He could clear a lot of shit up with a 5-minute press conference. If God spoke for 5 minutes, he'd solve a lot of problems. He'd just show up, all right, everybody, yeah, I'm the Lord, okay. Real quick. First of all, Mormons just, no. What is that? Just go home. Also, Jews with the little things, what the fuck, I don't know. Put a hat on or don't, nobody gives a shit. This is weird, I hate these. I hate them. I send everybody with one of those to hell every day. I do, it's just my thing, just so you know. Do what you want, but that's where you're going. Now you know. Also, I don't care who you fuck, I don't care. It never mattered. It was Adam and Eve and Steve, they were all fucking each other. I was jerking off to it, it was a great time. So it's not an issue for me. I don't know why it is for you. Have fun and use all the holes, that's what I say. Also, you're supposed to fuck the animals. That's why I made them. Why are you not fucking the animals? There's only like 30,000 of you fucking the animals. What are the rest of you? You're eating them? That's disgusting. How could you eat a perfectly fuckable pig?
I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment and you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like, one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Let's get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care. I'm not getting... Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business. Go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won. They're the winners. So act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them. Because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything. A long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody, 4. And now, come on, Africa, 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days. Since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Since, yes, Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's like, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it, it's fine. We'll do it. The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world? They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. There's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I don't forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. The fuck is gonna happen? I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment and you're with your kids. So you say something by mistake. Like one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care, I'm not getting... Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business. Go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won, they're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3, come on everybody, 4, and now come on Africa, 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's going, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it, it's fine. We'll do it. The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world? They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. The first, there's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I don't forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. The fuck is gonna happen?
Talking about the dominatrix. That's terrific. Are you blowing up someone's spot by mentioning the person?
I won't say his name, but my friend's wife was a dominatrix, and she used to have Hasidic Jews as clients a lot, and they'd be very.
Oh, hold on, your friend. Was going to this dominatrix and decided this is the woman for him.
Yeah,
which is so bizarre because you had a great line there. You know, he basically married someone that burned his dick.
He married a woman who literally burnt his dick with a hot poker.
But the thing is,
and that made him go, "I'm in love."
Does she still dominate him, or
no? Not anymore. I mean, I don't know. That gets in that area.
Yeah, you got to think that would be a little weird. He's got to go out of the house to get that. Right?
Well, the thing is that then it just turned into a regular. They got married. They have a kid. She's a pain in the ass, and he's
literally like. Is there,
literally?
Oh God, yeah. You don't know. I mean,
fucking with a racket. Yeah.
Right. Just became like it doesn't matter what they do beforehand, because that's the ultimate, dom and a fucking slave.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Once they're married, they become the married couple. He's taking the garbage out. And
exactly. There's no cool, ethereal sexual thing.
Do you promise to love, honor, and shit in his mouth? For as long as he shall crawl and be scum.
Until he says his safe word.
Does anyone object to this marriage? The guy stands up in a baby costume.
It'd be great if you could have a safe word in a marriage.
Yes.
You could just in the middle of marriage say thumbtack. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I went too far with this
I didn't realize.
Yes.
I didn't realize we were crossing the line."
No.
But she said that
shouldn't the safe word be cunt though?
Yeah, it should be.
Well,
that is.
Ends the argument.
That's the one.
Starts a new one.
So you were saying that she had a lot of
Hasidic Jews that were her clients, and that during the business transaction, before they would fall into their role play, they were very rude to her, the Hasids, because they can be rude. They're
good businessmen.
Anybody who's not them, you're outsiders. Like if you ever go to a store run by Hasids, they don't care that you exist. They just, it's a different, it's a closed society. I'm trying to be nice about it, fucking Jews.
Well, it is very...
Jesus.
It is a very different and closed society. You're right.
Yeah.
Do you know any Hasidic Jews personally? Have you ever been to their houses? Do you know
no.
Friends with them or anything?
They're not supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And so it's not like you're saying anything that isn't true. It's just no one knows. They're very mysterious, if you ask me.
And it's a generality because there are. I mean, I go to B&H Photo, which is.
Oh yeah, I love B&H.
And B&H, they sometimes they're very like, you go, is this a good camera? Yes, it's a very good camera. Yes, it is.
yes,
yes, it's good. And I'm like, all right, sorry. But sometimes the guy's like, it's excellent. It's excellent. I can tell you about it, and they'll be nice. Sometimes.
But if you poke them for information, they all have it.
Sure.
They all know. They're good employees. Like if you say, why is this better? Make them work, and they'll always tell you. Like
sure
they know.
Will. They'll sell it.
I get all my video stuff from there, and every time I've gone there, it's been great. It's not a commercial for the place, but
no, it's great. It is a great place. But anyway,
informative.
But so these Jews were rude to her a lot, and they're living in a society that's extremely like moralistic. Going to some dominatrix and having their dicks whipped is not exactly in the Talmud.
Within the bounds of their religion.
I don't think it's part of their bar mitzvah. In the Baruch Atah, it's not in. There's no Hebrew for,
getting your dick
fuck
whipped.
Me with a strap on.
Right. Jesus, Louis.
So
there's just something about. I think it's something about any lifestyle that has you in this very strict. Parameters as to what you can and can't do.
Crazy.
You're going to fucking be the nut, whether it's a strict Catholicism.
Or Jimmy Swaggart jacking off in a hooker's ass.
Yeah,
of course he is.
Shit like that. Whenever you're put in that situation, you're going to fucking want to get a little freaky. Get your freak on.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to go to a Dom,
so he went
whatever.
to this, these guys would go to her, and she usually, you talk as two normal people before you start the hitting and stuff. And that's her time that you got to respect her, and they were disrespectful to her. So when she was beating them, she said they were the only clients that she ever hit like with spite, because that's a huge line for her. She would never cross. When a dom is beating you up, she's being very, she's doing it with some kind of kindness. There's a weird, but she said she used to crucify them. And
that's a no-no.
And like inside, when she's hitting them, she'd be like, "You fucking Jew!" Give me so much. Wow. And then the weird detail she told me was that they always had to take their sperm home with them in a tissue.
Get out of here!
Because that was in their religion, was they couldn't leave their bodily fluids behind.
What do they do with it?
Somehow, like God's watching a dominatrix shit in your mouth. And he's, well, look, as long as you take your cum home, it's fine.
Someone's trying to bother God for a second, and then he's like, no, wait. I got it. All right, he took his cum with him. Okay.
He's okay.
All right.
He's still good.
I thought he was going to leave his cum on her floor, and that would have really pissed me off.
As long as he puts it in that cigar box under his wife's shawl.
That's why the tsunami happened. God wasn't paying attention to the weather. He was watching some Jewish fella jerk off into a Kleenex and fucking bring on the N train.
Bring on the N train.
Fucking
taking it on the JZ to the fucking Bensonhurst.
I knew another dom who used to see the same thing. She said the Hasidic clients, she had one would always come, one of the tranny to fuck him. So she would bring the tranny, and the trannies would a lot of times make the guy shower. She's like, they were dirty, they would smell, and he said that the tranny wouldn't fuck the guy until he showered.
Wow.
The tranny go, I ain't gonna fuck that.
Jeez,
man. Take a shower.
Let's get Keith the cop on the line here. Keith, what's up?
Yeah, that's very true, Jimmy. Big in the tranny community. We used to catch them all the time. They would go out and they would look to suck the he-she's dicks.
Really?
Yeah.
naughty boys.
Yeah, and you know what? They would get robbed a lot because, they would be embarrassed to go and, report that they got robbed.
All right, yeah.
The community, they would get the backlash from it, so they would just
I was being fucked by a transvestite, and the fellow took my wallet, and I went to file a report.
Yeah, so we would catch them a lot, but... yeah, filthy animals.
Jesus.
Like the rest I'm not saying them in particular, but, they just happen to... a couple of them.
Yeah.
Two of them.
A couple, too.
What's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. Isn't that incredible? There are no laws. There should be a couple of laws. None. You can literally name your kid anything. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40F, that's his name. Go clean your room. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, you know, something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool name for a kid. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please! But you got to be careful what you name your kid. You do have to be careful because what happens is other kids in school are going to make fun of them. They're going to make fun of their name. And you don't have to give them a weird name because they can do it with any name. Kids are geniuses at that. Any name. They take it, they go Louie Screwy, Joey Blowy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way, these kids. Any name. What's your name? Eric, you fucking asshole. See, just like that. Lightning speed these kids got. What's your name? Joe, eat a bag of shit, cunt face. You see, just like that. My daughter is really something else, man. She runs the house. She runs the whole house. She decides everything. Like we were playing hide and seek the other day. We play hide and seek, and we play by her rules that she invented. And do you know why? Because she sucks at hide and seek. And so she covers it with this fucking ruse to level the playing field. And I gotta fucking pretend it's all that she's great. No, it's bullshit. Like, we're playing... Oh, fucking... I know she's a kid, but fucking listen. When it's my turn to hide, she tells me where to hide. She tells me where. She goes, hide in the closet, Papa, but you're gonna know where I... Hide in the closet! All right, fuck, I'll hide in the closet. Good, fine. Now I'm standing in the closet like an asshole. She comes in, I found you. She's like shitty about it, like, I found you. And I'm like, wow. How did you figure out where you told me to fucking hide? And then when she hides, this is her hiding. She goes over to a wall and does this. She goes, that's it. There's nothing here. What the fuck is this? Like this is some ninja invisibility crouch. And I gotta act like an idiot. I can't just walk in and go, yeah, you're there. Because she'll cry and shit her pants, right? So I gotta walk around like an asshole. Where is she? I have no idea. Where could she be? I'm making eye contact. I don't see her. It's amazing to me. The other day we're playing, this is how things have gotten in my house, okay? Here's a very good example of where it's gone. We're playing a version of hide and seek where my wife and I have to decide together where to look. She likes that. She's like, Mama, you tell Papa where to look. Okay, well, fine. So she's over there hiding like this, just in plain sight, and my wife and I, my wife's like, why don't you look under the bed? I'm like, okay, I'll look in. She's not there. And then she says, why don't you look in the linen closet? Okay, so I open the closet. She goes, that's not the linen closet. We don't put that in there anymore. All right, fucking Jesus. All right, I'll look in. So I look in that. Why would she be in that closet? That has shelves. She can't stand in a shelf. Well, maybe she's crawled in a shelf. Now we're having a fight about where to look for this fucking kid who's standing right there. She totally runs the house. I remember Halloween last year. A couple of days before Halloween, my wife comes up to me and she's like, we have to get you a cat costume. No, we don't, actually. No, we do, because she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know. It's like she's a guy with a gun in the other room. That's what it's like. She's like, she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know how she got it in her head, but she's expecting to be a cat on Halloween. I was like, well, tell her to go fuck herself, because I'm not doing it. I'm not afraid of her. She's 2. I'll fucking fight her. I could take her. I could beat the shit out of thousands of 2-year-olds all day, just walk around. They would never even gang up on me. They suck. I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, like, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid, so fuck it. And she's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, you love it. Like, I think she digs me now. Fucking stupid. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's fucking the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. Fuck it. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other. It's fuck it, man. Fuck it. Another kid. Fuck it. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Fuck it. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. Like, when you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid, she's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are sitting around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't fucking parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman? That poor woman. I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or like when you see a parent that seems to be negligent, like you see a parent in McDonald's with the kid, and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore, and just like collapsed, and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy. The kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They fucking never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Till you don't even know who the fuck you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they fucked in a car and had me, and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because fuck it. We're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract. At the end, it's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have fucking nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your French fries, you little shit. God damn it. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Everybody has a competition in their brain of good thoughts and bad thoughts. Hopefully they win, the good thoughts win. For me, I always have both. I have like the thing I believe, the good thing. That's the thing I believe. And then there's this thing. And I don't believe it, but it is there. It's always this thing and then this thing.
It's become a category in my brain that I call, of course, but maybe. I'll give you an example. Okay, like of course, children who have nut allergies need to be protected. Of course. We have to segregate their food from nuts, have their medication available at all times, and anybody who manufactures or serves food needs to be aware of deadly nut allergies. Of course. But maybe if touching a nut kills you, you're supposed to die. Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. Jesus. I have a nephew who has that. I'd be devastated if something happened to him. But maybe, maybe, if we all just do this for 1 year, we're done with nut allergies forever. No, of course not. Of course, if you're fighting for your country and you get shot or hurt, it's a terrible tragedy. Of course. Of course. But maybe if you pick up a gun and go to another country and you get shot, it's not that weird. Maybe if you get shot by the dude you were just shooting at, it's a tiny bit your fault. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Listen, you all clapped for dead kids with the nuts. For kids dying from nuts, you applauded. So you're in this with me now, do you understand? You don't get to cherry pick. Those kids did nothing to you. Of course, slavery is the worst thing that ever happened. Of course it is. Every time it's happened. Black people in America, Jews in Egypt, every time a whole race of people has been enslaved, it's a terrible, horrible thing. Of course. But maybe every incredible human achievement in history was done with slaves. Every single thing where you go, how did they build those pyramids? They just threw human death and suffering at them until they were finished. How did we traverse the nation with a railroad so quickly? We just threw Chinese people in caves and blew them up and didn't give a shit what happened to them. There's no end to what you can do when you don't give a fuck about particular people. You can do anything. That's where human greatness comes from, is that we're shitty people, that we fuck others over. Even today, how do we have this amazing microtechnology? Because the factory where they're making these, they jump off the fucking roof because it's a nightmare in there. You really have a choice. You can have candles and horses and be a little kinder to each other, or let someone suffer immeasurably far away just so you can leave a mean comment on YouTube while you're taking a shit.
I have been dating recently. Dating's not fun. Dating's horrible. Nobody wants to date. Even if you meet somebody and you really want to go out with them and they say yes, you're excited in that moment. But the day of the date, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this. Every time I'm ringing a doorbell to pick a woman up, I'm like, I hope she's dead in there. I really do. I hope something awful happened. I don't want to sit in a place and breathe unevenly for 3 hours and just sweating where your body is folded and just, You ever have a date that goes well? It's like good from the beginning. You're like, you get a little laugh at the beginning, hi, ha, ha, something funny, and they both laugh, feels good. You see, you agree on stuff. When you don't agree, you laugh about it. You're even able to be quiet a little bit while you're eating, and it's nice, feels comfortable. And then you drop them off, and you're like, I hope I see you again. And she says, I hope so too. And you feel like, this is something new in my life. This is wonderful. Then you go home, and your wife is like, where were you all night? You know, you're just fucking... But... But I'm older now. I'm divorced, and I still date mostly women who are younger than me recently, because that's who looks better. That's true. But I don't like I've always been with women my age or older. I was married to a woman a year older than me for 10 years, and that's always been the way there's some guys that have to be with a younger woman. There's cultures that believe the man should be much older. Like there's religions that have like a formula, like take the man's age and subtract 10, and then whatever else you have to do to get to 12, just solve for 12. But I didn't suddenly get interested in younger women. What happened was I got older and they got interested in me, because younger women like older guys. They just do this. The other part nobody says. I don't do anything to get younger women. I just stand there like this. And they see me and they're like, that would be so weird to fuck that old guy. And then we get blamed. The older guy always gets blamed. You see an older man with a young woman, everybody's like, that guy's a pervert. No, she's a pervert. He's normal. He likes pretty women. She likes that. What the fuck is wrong with her? And they're weird. I was having sex with this woman, and she was about 35, and we're in bed. She starts calling me daddy. I was like, please don't, young lady. Please don't do that. She said, why does it make you uncomfortable when I call you daddy during sex? Is it because you have daughters? I said, no. It makes me uncomfortable because I have a father. And I used to call him daddy when he fucked me. By the way, thanks for laughing at me because I got fucked by my dad. I was not laughing at the time because I was coming. Because he fucked me good. My daddy fucked me so good. It's not his fault. I made him do it. I was such a brat. I was 10. I was like, Daddy, fuck me! The poor guy, he's like, I know I'm spoiling this child, but I can't say no. Thank you very much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Thank you for coming. We get all set. Thank you. Good night.
NPR. We always listen to NPR because we're better than you. And so we're listening to NPR at breakfast the other morning, and there's this one story where they kept using this phrase. They kept saying 9/11 deniers. They kept saying that. 9/11 deniers. And my daughter was like, what is that? And I said, well, it's a group of people that think September 11th was a conspiracy. And she said, oh, I thought they were saying 9/11 deniers. Yeah, she thought they meant 9 people who just ain't buying this 11 bullshit. Just a small fringe group, really. There's only 9 of them. But they still got an NPR. They got on the radio because they're dedicated. They protest every day. They're the 9/11 deniers. They're outside of the White House. It goes 10, 12, 13. Just know it. We are the 9/11 deniers. We know that 11 is a bullshit number propagated on the people by the man. Why do we have 11 when we have 13 and 14 and 15 and 16, 17, motherfucking 18 and 19, but we do not have a 1 team. What happened to 1 team? The government took 1 team and replaced it with some bullshit called 11. We are the 9 that deny that shit. Mr. President, give us back 1 team. I don't mean to offend any Chinese people with the stereotype But that's right, I'm Chinese, motherfuckers. I lived in Shanghai. I'm Chinese than a motherfucker. I'm a chopsticks and whatnot. Ha! All right. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Stereotypes are harmful. That's the truth. But the voices are funny. And I don't know how to reconcile those two facts. I enjoy doing the voices, but they're offensive. So I do them at home. I used to do them for my kids when they were little. They liked them. They didn't know it was a race thing. They just enjoyed, Daddy, do the friendly man. You want me to be the friendly man, little girl? We love the friendly man. He loves little white girls, too. Let's have some scrambled eggs. And then I grew up and I was like, don't talk about the friendly man. Maybe don't talk to your teachers about them. My kids go to public school in New York City, and all right, send your kids there then. Teach them that's what life is like. The teachers amaze me because I don't know. Here's the worst thing about this country to me is that there's no more noble profession than to be a public school teacher. It's easily, please don't. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like where it's going. I don't recommend clapping at any things. You'll regret it at the end of the thing. In a democracy, there's no more noble contribution you can make than to teach in a public school. And in this country, the people that do that, they're fucking losers. They're just rock bottom fucking losers. And everybody knows it, but they keep doing it. New people are teaching every day, knowing how shitty it is. They show up, they tell them ahead of time, hi, what is this job? And they say, okay, here's what we need you to do. We need you to make children know math. Wow. Do they want to know math? No, they don't want to know it. You need to make them know it against their will while they're exploding sexually and Who are these children? Just whatever kids live near the building. How much do I get paid? About $10 every 4 years. What if I get really good at it? What happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. Nobody notices, and you get fired, and you die alone. Okay, I'll try it for 25 years. My daughter's learning about Greek mythology, and she was asking me questions about it. She was like, Daddy, who's Achilles' mother? I said, I don't fucking know. Don't ask me that shit. I don't know who Achilles' mother is. Don't yell it out if you know it, please. It's Camp Amputees. Nobody cares what you know. She had a question about Achilles, and it was an interesting question, and I'll tell it to you. But first, the story of Achilles, real quick. Achilles was a baby, he was a Greek baby, and he didn't stay that way, but when he was a Greek baby, his mother, who was a goddess, took him into the river Styx, which is at Hades, the land of the dead, and she dipped him in the water of the river Styx because there was a magical quality to that water that it would make you impervious of any harm. You couldn't be hurt. It was like a shield, right? So she dipped him in that water to protect him. But she held him by the heel. That's the important detail. Held him by the heel, which is an awkward way to hold a baby. By the heel. Try holding a baby by the heel and dipping it in a river. You'll never see that baby again.
I lost the baby in the water. I was trying to wash him and he fell in the river. I'm sorry, Miss Achilles, I lost your baby. You told me to hold him by the heel. He's asleep.
Achilles' mother's a Mexican nanny. It's a lesser-known character in the Iliad. Anyway, his mother, she was able to hold on, of course, because she was a goddess. She was the goddess of grip or whatever, I don't know. And she held on, and then he was protected, except on his heel. His heel was not protected, and so that's what we call your Achilles heel, your one vulnerable place. Everybody's got their Achilles heel. Achilles' Achilles heel was his heel. Like, literally. Anyway, so my daughter, here was her question. She said, how come his mother didn't just dip him again? She could have just dipped him one more time with the other leg in there. Did she just like you're like a sign that says one dip per goddess? Did you ever color an Easter egg? It's not that complicated. You dip it, and then you hold it differently and dip it again. Smart kid. I was proud of her. But at the same time, I thought, who the fuck are you to judge this woman? It bothered me. Because here's what the story of Achilles teaches me, is that if you're a parent, it's never enough what you do for these motherfuckers. It's just never enough. It's still gonna be your fault. How much more do you want from a mother? She dipped her kid in magic water and protected 99% of his body. Is any of it up to him? He could have just wore a big shoe and be careful. But he goes out in sandals, fucking flip-flops, and a sword and fights the whole planet. I'm Achilles because my mother dipped me. Finally, somebody got him in the heel, and he's like, Mom! Thanks a lot, Mom! Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, you know, I think abortion is, here's what I think. This is what I think. Here's what I think. I think you should not get an abortion unless you need one. In which case, you better get one. I mean, seriously. If you need an abortion, you better get one. Don't fuck around. And hurry. That's not getting an abortion that you need is like not taking a shit. That's how bad that is. It's like not taking a shit. That's what I think. I think abortion is exactly like taking a shit. I think it is 100% the exact same thing as taking a shit. Or it isn't. It isn't. It's either taking a shit or it's killing a baby. It's only one of those two things. It's no other things. So if you didn't like hearing that it's like taking a shit, you think it's killing a baby. That's the only other one you get to have. Which means you should be holding a sign in front of the place. People hate abortion protesters. They're so shrill and awful. They think babies are being murdered. What are they supposed to be like? I don't know, it's not cool. I don't want to be a dick about it, though. I don't want to ruin their day as they murder several babies all the time. I don't think it's killing a baby. I don't. I mean, it's a little bit killing a baby. It's a little bit. It's 100% killing a baby. It's totally killing a whole baby. But I think that women should be allowed to kill babies. That's what I think. They should be allowed to kill babies. Yeah. We kill babies! Do some shots and kill some babies. I killed like 4 babies last night. It was fucking retarded. I just think it has to be one or the other. You know, like when people say abortion should be legal, safe, and rare. Why rare if it should be legal? If it should be legal, it's shitting. If it should be rare, it's murdering babies. But again, women should be, because 2 reasons I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Number one, I don't think life is that important. It's just not. It is not. People get too excited about life. Oh, life, fuck you. It's not that. It's. Make a list of every shitty thing ever that's in life. Life is okay. I like life. I like it. I don't need it. I'd be fine without it. I like life, though. I do. You know how much I like life? I have never killed myself. That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it, with a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option. I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times. I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument. You're not supposed to talk about suicide, even to your shrink. Of suicide, and you're like, no, because if I say yes, you'll press a button and folks will run in and hold him down. But you should be able to talk about it. It's the whole, it's what the whole world is just made of people who didn't kill themselves today. That's who's here. Is all of us that went, okay, I'll fucking keep doing it. It's just, because it's an interesting thing about life. Life can get very difficult, very sad, very upsetting, but you don't have to do it. You really don't have to do it. You don't have to do anything. You never have to do anything, because you can kill yourself. If they send you a letter from motor vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't. I'll kill myself. You can do that. You can do that once. But you can do it. And it's interesting because even when life gets bad, people generally choose it over nothing. Even the worst versions of life. Even a shitty, shitty life is worth living, apparently. Because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen somebody, you're like, he should kill himself. Why? You ever been driving and you look in the next car and you're like, oh shit, I wish I hadn't looked in that car. That was difficult to glance at, let alone being it. Just a guy in a tan car. Nobody chooses tan. Nobody picks tan for their car. They give you tan. Is that mine? Yeah, it's yours, fucking loser. Made it tan. They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean to make them. You look over, you see a guy in a tan car with just dents all over it and a garbage bag for a window. What is holding up his suicide? What is delaying it? What is keeping him from stopping being that? And what would it take? What would it take? What would it take? Both windows are garbage bags? Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery? They canceled my insurance, broke my window, duct tape. Here's the truth. Running away will not solve your problems. That's totally true. But killing yourself solves all your problems. It actually does. It even solves world's problems. For you.
What about ISIS? Kill yourself. Then they'll never get you. Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now, then ISIS loses. Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit. We're gonna cut his head off. Okay. It's not fun now. I think the worst thing about being beheaded is that you look really dumb right after. That's the worst part. They go like that, you're like, just that's fucking dopey. I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part. They gotta go like this. It's not as cool. So just shave the top of your head and you won't have to worry about it. So that's the first reason. That's the first reason I think women should be allowed to kill babies. Because life is not so important. Second reason is because that's their job. Women have to decide who lives and dies. That's because they're the female of the species. In the reproductive arena, that's what the female does. They are the selectors. They have to decide this. We give them this responsibility when we fuck them. We go, here, you decide what to do with this shit. See you later. And she has to figure out if you should have kids, if she should have. That's her job. Because women have judgment. Men have intent. Men just want to spray the world with their cum, just mist. More of me! More of me! It's her job to go, that's enough of you, I think. No, that's really enough. I don't think that face needs to repeat. I've seen your father, and it's not getting better. And sometimes she doesn't realize this until after you fuck her. That's actually when she really knows, is when you're like, yeah! And she's like, I'm not having this piece of shit's baby. And that's why abortion is the last line of defense against shitty people in the species. So we need them to abort every shitty baby. I mean, all animals do this. Animals do it late. Eat this one. But when is it okay? When should they be allowed? When it's in their pussy, that whole time. It's in her pussy. If there's a dude in your pussy, you get to kill him. I think that's pretty fundamental. You're allowed to kill people if they're in your house. Murder is a weird law structure also. That is not a sentence, didn't make any sense, but murder should be simple because it's a binary crime. You kill somebody or you don't. They're alive or they're dead. It's one or the other. But the laws around murder are a little murky. One person can kill somebody, get 100 years. Somebody else gets 20. Why? What's the difference? Here's what they base your sentence on with murder. They base it on how you felt when you murdered them. That's weirdly important. They say, okay, you shot him in the face. But what was up with you, man? Like, what was going on? Like, come on. I think if you murder somebody, your sentence should be based on how old the person was that you murdered. That should matter. How much of their life did you take away? Like, if you see a 3-year-old girl in the park and you just kick her to death. It's a hypothetical. Fucking grow up. It's a hypothetical. I'm not asking you to go do that. I'm just asking you to just really imagine
She's kicking a 3-year-old till she's dead. She do a lot of time, unless she's got like diabetes. You got to work it all in. But what if he kills somebody who's like 98? He's 98, and he's like in a hospice. He's not even good 98. He's in a hospice. You know what hospice is? It's like a hospital where they don't try to help you. And see, there's a guy, he's like 98 in a hospice. He's got cancer and AIDS and COVID. And he's like, and they just unplugged him. And right then you walk in. You should get like 5 minutes for that.
All right, hold on. We got the great Louis C.K. Oh, sorry. I said the great Patrice O'Neill earlier.
You throw that name around?
I saw Louis' new hour at Caroline's over the weekend. Fantastic job, Lou.
Oh, thanks, man.
Fantastic
that was great
job.
That you came.
Yeah, right on.
Thank you.
You like Lollipop by Lil Wayne?
I listen to it very loud on my speakers in my car all the time.
But you're white.
I know. Well, so I love it. I guess it's a guilty pleasure or whatever, but I turn it up really loud. It's the kind of song you need to listen to in a car where the mirrors are vibrating from the music and everything.
Yeah.
I just really like it.
It's in the pop category. I don't mind a good pop song every once in a while.
No, that's the last one I liked this way was "Believe" by Cher. That's the last song that I liked.
Oh, jeez. That's a little gayish.
Oh, well, totally. It's those Lil Wayne song. I mean, it's all gay. I
don't think hardcore black guys are like, cranking up this Lollipop song, right?
No.
Right, Patrice? It's more like a girly song, I'm thinking.
I don't know.
But it's a pimp song. It's that pimp. It's that thing where black guys that are pimps and they get furry and they start getting peacock-ish and then they become women.
Yeah. Well, I got something for you, Lou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Louis said, he's going to cough. He's whacking his bag right now.
You gotta listen to this when you're running. You gotta go running with this on your iPod. Believe.
All right.
Very motivating.
Away from gay people? What are you running from?
Well, the one, if Lou's going to admit, I'll admit. The one that gets me is a Madonna song.
Which one?
Ray of Light.
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like running.
All right.
Oh, Ray of Light.
Ray of Light makes you run a little faster, a little harder if you're working out. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, in little pink shorts, definitely.
Yeah.
You dick.
No, I'm saying it's awesome with the pink shorts. I'm not making fun of you.
You like pink shorts?
Well, when I'm running to
Listen
Madonna
to this beat.
shorts.
How could you not like this as far as pop songs go? Not everything has to be a guitar riff.
No, it doesn't. Okay.
I mean, I don't search out Madonna songs, but if you're exposed to a song like this, I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Wait, she's singing now.
Well, let her get into it a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
You're just warming up on the treadmill right now.
Give Madonna a second.
Yeah, give her time, man. We're revving up, man. We're going to a higher level here.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think this is a girl's song.
Wait when she screams,
and
I
gay
feel.
Guys. You know what this looks
Hold
like
on, here it
when
comes.
she does it live?
Here it comes.
Fucking faggot.
You know what that?
I'm sorry. That's all I can fucking say. What is this? Inspirational? This horse shit?
Hell yeah!
It's if she's doing this live, you are just seeing gay men jumping around to this.
You know what? Also, with magical blinking lights, with a lot of extra horse shit.
Right.
Everybody's got backpacks on and stuff.
Because the rhymes I say, sharp as a nail, witty as can be, and not for sale.
Right.
And that's all you got to do is see two niggas with Adidas, and I still want to be Run DMC. If I could be, I would. This hat is a dedication to them, man.
It certainly is.
Like, isn't there motherfuckers you love like that? You don't love this bitch.
I'm
No.
gonna say, hold on, here it comes again. Come on, Lou. Yeah, see, I'm getting an awesome from Lou. He knows.
Not all. The point of that music is it's all produced music, and if you listen to those 3 songs, by the way, Lollipop, that one, and Believe, they're probably the same producer.
Gay, totally gay. Liberace gay.
Yeah.
Lou, you like that, don't you, faggot?
Lou, now I'm not with you. I can squeeze one of these songs on my iPod, not all 3. Because
I wish I knew how to quit you.
I might be able to squeeze this in between some cool, like, white boy rock music, but not all 3, man.
Yeah, oh, no, but I mean, they're all the same. It's basically whoever that producer works for gets the hit. Like, whoever gets, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is all shitty music, but it makes my body feel good, because I think my body's
You
gay.
really like Lollipop, Louis?
Lollipop? I fucking crank it all the time.
All right, so that's fair, because I think I like some shitty songs, probably.
But Anthony's not innocent here. Come on, Ant.
What?
You listen to some weird stuff, too, man.
Weird, not fruity like that.
Like Gunfire and
All right, give us one.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
I'm not really a Dean Martin fan.
Hold on, here we go again, Lou!
Just get fucked in the ass as you.
This just brings white people back when they lived in outer space.
I love Lou in the background. Awesome!
Awesome. I love Madonna.
Hey, Lou, listen. Any group, what group do you love? Like you go, I love these motherfuckers as just. I love them.
Oh, I have I like Led Zeppelin.
Now, number one, you love. I love Run DMC, and then there's some other ones I love, but if you go, you get a choice to keep a music group alive.
Number one for me is Zeppelin.
Keep Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin is huge for me.
Number one.
The Beatles are huge for me. Led Zeppelin's huge.
I love the Beatles myself, but number one, you go, this survives.
Zeppelin? Timeless.
It's hard. That's really
timeless.
It's
Zeppelin
just not that
overplayed.
Easy,
not?
It's just not that easy.
No, the songs they play on the radio overplayed.
So overplayed.
Zeppelin has a whole catalog that could hit the radio airwaves tomorrow and do extremely well.
It also depends on I just got this Marvin Gaye CD and I can't stop listening to that.
Which one? What song, Lo?
What's Going On? The whole album. It's one song fades into the next, and it's phenomenally good.
You a hippie?
It's better than anything right now. That the Marvin Gaye was going on.
Can't really argue that one, man. Marvin Gaye was
competes with Led Zeppelin. Probably so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Any best black artistic anything probably beats any artistic white anything.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Very bold statement.
It certainly is.
Hey, I want to thank Billy Boston. Yes, I'll tell you a rap song that I couldn't get enough of. 99 Problems, but the bitch ain't one.
Of course, because it's just.
But that shit was.
What's
wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it.
That song?
It's nothing wrong with you but you liked it.
I'm not gonna search out black songs in general, but
black people love that song.
A song like that, that's one I like.
I'm into that song, but you're into it for just because white people are fascinated with pimping.
No, dude, it's
and fascinated with that shit.
It's the beat of this song.
Yeah, dryer sheet
and that
in my
bass
shirt.
line is amazing.
But Rockbox is Rockbox.
Dryer sheet in my shirt.
Oh, you better.
Can I just say one thing about Lollipop?
Yeah.
You guys were trying to figure out. I mean, the rapper thing is really simple. It's just let her lick the wrapper. Like if you've got a lollipop, it's got a wrapper on it.
Oh, right.
So he's talking about a condom?
No, he's saying the double entendre. The first entendre is the wrapper that you put on a lollipop.
Right.
She wants to lick the wrapper like it's like he's giving her scraps, and then the other side of it is wrapper starting with an R.
Yeah.
Because he is a rapper.
That makes sense. She's like fooling around with the wrapper a little bit. Could be the pants. Could be the fly. Like the rapper.
Or he's just a stupid black guy who's
making up stupid words.
That's a very bold statement there, Louis.
You could say that. He's Mexican.
No, I'm just saying he's stupid, and he happens to also be black.
I like
there's an apology coming. Do you have black friends, Louis?
I'm sorry I said that.
Yeah.
I've seen a few tits. I've seen, I don't know, 48 maybe, I don't know. I've had my history in my life, you know. I've been divorced for 5 years, and it's been the best part of my life, being divorced. Easily my favorite part of my life. I love being divorced. Every year has been better than the last. And it's the only time I can say that about. And by the way, I'm not saying don't get married. If you meet somebody, fall in love and get married, and then get divorced, because that's the best part. It's the best part. Marriage is just like a larva stage for true happiness, which is divorce, because you just let go and everything's fine now. Divorce is forever. It really actually is. Marriage is for how long you can hack it. But divorce just gets stronger like a piece of oak. Nobody ever says, oh, my divorce is falling apart, it's over, I can't take it. And again, if you're in a good marriage, stay in it. If you're in the best marriage ever, stay in it. I'm just saying, if you got out, it would be better. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's true. Everything's better. My ex-wife and I, this is the best part of our knowing each other. We're good co-parents because we live apart and we're friends. Our kids go to her half the week, they come to me half the week. And I'm a good father. I'm an attentive, focused, and responsible father. Do you know why? Because I get to say goodbye to these kids every week. Are you shitting me? It's like every parent's fantasy. Who can't be a good father for half of every week? No matter how bad it gets, every Wednesday I get to go, goodbye, girls. Daddy's gonna go upstairs and pour whiskey all over his naked body right now. I'm gonna lay in my own filth until 2 seconds before you come back here. That's why I'm such a good dad. My daughter was having a dance thing at her school. They had this big dance. Anyway, we all went, all the parents, and everybody's there, and everybody's got their phone. Every single parent. It was an amazing thing to watch, because kids are dancing, and every parent is standing there like this. Every single person was blocking their vision of their actual child with their phone. And the kids, I went over by the stage, and the kids, there's people holding iPads in front of their faces. It looked like we're all in the witness protection program. Like the kids can't see their parents. And everybody's watching a shitty movie of something that's happening 10 feet. Like, look at your fucking kid. The resolution on the kid is unbelievable. If you just look, it's totally HD. Why are you taping this? You're never gonna watch it. In a million years, you're not gonna watch videos of your kids doing shit you missed the first time it happened. You don't watch it, you just put it on Facebook. Here, you watch it. I want to take a nap now. And then you get to read all the comments. Oh my God! It's so cute! And guess what? They're not watching it either. They're not watching the video. These kids are dancing for no one. Nobody watches the videos on your Facebook. They see the first frame of a kid and they go, ah, that's very nice. Okay, back to this. Nobody's watching your kids' videos on Facebook, I promise you. I'll prove it to you. Next time you tape your kids dance, take 1 second of it, and then add 20 minutes of just your own asshole. Just go in the bathroom and just record your own anus opening and closing for 20 minutes. Tack it on to your kid dancing for a second, put that on Facebook. Everybody will write the same thing. That's adorable. I think I see a future star. I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me.
Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment, you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But, you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Just get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care, I'm not getting... Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business. Go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won. They're the winners. So act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them. Because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything. A long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3. Come on, everybody. 4. And now, come on, Africa. 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days. Since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Since, yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world's like, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it, it's fine. We'll do it. The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world? They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. The first, there's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year, and they just wear grass because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks, but they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. What the fuck is